In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can never fail again. So keep watching. Hey there, my name is Lucero. I'm the founder of Sold With Video, and today we're going to talk about how you can never fail again. And part of me just wants to make this video 10 seconds and just be like, you can't not fail. It's impossible. Everyone's going to fail. But what we can do is actually reframe what failure is in our head. Now, the thing that most people don't realize is that failure is just a definition that someone made up at some point. But the way we think about failure, or what definition we give it, can completely shift how we perceive it. And we can almost perceive it in a way where we never actually fail again. I'm going to break down the process of how you can do that in this video. We really have to identify it or realize that predetermined definition or story or interpretation that you have in your head can be manufactured. It was planted there at some point by someone. So why can't we replant a new definition, a new idea, a new interpretation that actually serves you, that removes the suffering of what failure actually is? Because at the end of the day, when we quote unquote fail, the only thing that really happens is that a result was produced. And it may be a lackluster result, or a result that you didn't desire, or a result you weren't expecting, or a result you didn't want. But when we boil it down to what actually happened, was that you did X, Y, and Z, and a result was produced because of you taking that action of X, Y, and Z. Now what happens, because we're humans, is we look at that result that was produced and we attach a meaning to it, we attach a story to it. But when we look at the truth, which is what a video camera would capture, is that we took a certain action and a certain result was produced. Now what happens is, if that result that wasn't produced, if it didn't live up to the expectations or something that we quote unquote wanted, then we automatically label it as a failure. But let me ask you, what happens if you went into that without an expectation? What if you went into X, Y, and Z without knowing or having or identifying what it is that you want, and you just went in saying, I'm just going to see what results these produce? Would that still be a failure? Would you identify it as a failure? Would you perceive it as a failure if you had absolutely no expectations and you were going into it saying, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and I just want to see what kind of result was actually produced? And some result was produced. Would you automatically perceive it or label it as a failure? Probably not. So by putting an expectation or giving a desired result actually sets you up for classifying whatever results are produced as a failure if they don't meet up to your expectations. So wouldn't it make more sense to just get rid of expectations, get rid of desired results, and just take action towards a common goal and continue taking action after action after action, instead of labeling everything that didn't meet up to an expectation that we created as a failure? So if you really want to get rid of failure, what you have to do is get rid of expectation. You have to get rid of only wanting one desired result, because chances are you're never going to hit that one desired result over and over and over again. And any successful entrepreneur will tell you that any quote unquote failure was one step closer to getting to their goals. And so I don't really look at things as failures anymore. Why? Because everything's a learning experience. I'm relabeling what it is in my head. I'm creating a new meaning. I'm creating a new interpretation to better serve me. You can do this with anything. So if you really don't want to fail anymore, it's not about actually failing. It's really about how you're labeling things, how you're interpreting things, what meaning and stories you're attaching to certain things that happen in your life. So if you want to get rid of failure, all you have to do is just recategorize, put a new story, put a new interpretation on results that happen from certain actions that you take. It's really as simple as that. So just know you're not always going to have amazing results in your life, but every result is getting you one step closer to what you want to accomplish, what your purpose, what your impact is here to do. Now, if you want our process of being able to create content that gets you to make that impact and fulfill on that purpose a lot faster, you can download our Video Forex Effect handbook around here and understand the deeper meaning behind content, behind stories, behind interpretations, and better serve yourself and your community. So go get that handbook right now. It's the Video Forex Effect handbook. The link is around this video somewhere, so go get it now, and I'll see you guys on the next video.